Hi, beady friends. How are you doing? It's another Friday, and that means that it is live sale preview time, and I'm actually coming in kind of late today. This day's been a little screwy for me because I didn't get to the office until almost 11 o'clock this morning because I was here at the office until 1 a.m. And, well, no, I got home at 1 a.m., so I left probably 12:45. And I had intended to get here by 9, and when 9 o'clock rolled around, and well, when actually my alarm went off at 8 a.m., and when my alarm went off at 8 a.m., I was like, I don't think so. And so I reset my alarm and rolled over and went to bed for a couple of hours. You know, I just can't handle those late nights as well as I used to. But the effect of having those extra hours of sleep this morning means that I'm a much more productive person. If I could have forced myself to get up and get to the office, I just don't think I would have had my brain quite as tight as it is today. Oh, it's great to see everybody. Cattery, hello, Miss Cattery. I hate that I don't see you in person anymore. Cynthia's here, and we've got a bunch of people from YouTube joining us. Thank you so much. I don't know if everybody knows, but I have started doing live sales. And when I say started, I started it last year, doing live sales on Fridays. And I have a dedicated website for that right there at jwdlive.com. It is different than my usual jillwisemandesigns.com website, so that I now host these two different websites, but all the live sale stuff is limited edition, special purchases, special bundles, special discounts, all sorts of fun stuff that that I can bring to you guys and show you and talk about in our live sales. And so those happen at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Mountain, and 1 o'clock Pacific. Yes. Sorry, I guess I'm still a little sleep deprived. I have been reaping the benefits of having all of these beads that have been sitting in boxes around the edges of my warehouse over the last several weeks. The entire team has worked on getting them unpacked up onto shelves, and so for the first time in years, I'm being able to find out what's in these boxes and bring this stuff to you. And so we have a broad variety of things that are going to be on today's live sale. And let me get into the preview to show you kind of what kind of things you're going to expect today. First, I was super thrilled to find these. These are some fire polish in a green. They're 4mm in green travertine. And this is a color that is actually really difficult to get your hands on these days. And I found a whole bunch of them. So those are going to be on today's live sale. This is another new color that I'm adding. This is a beautiful, it's a transparent ruby red with a gold finish. So I'm really thinking of your Christmas makes. I guess 4th of July is, next week, so it's a little too late for that. But this kind of red, again, strangely hard to get your hands on, just like a really good red fire polish bead these days. I don't know why. All right, let's jump into some of the more unusual items. These are pendant beads that I found. They are laser etched. You know me, I'm always trying to figure out how to show it for the camera here. Laser etched. And let me show you where the hole is on these. And just across the top, it's this cool kind of soft triangle. And that's how the hole is. Pretty cool, right? I like these. I especially like this periwinkle one. But this cobalt is super striking too. Cobalt with that slipperit coating on it. Love those. And these guys were one of the finds in the bags. Look at these Givray beads. They're teardrop. They're elongated teardrops. The hole goes up through the center of them. And they're this cool crystal with blue and green and pink stripes, or patterns, I should say, because they're not always stripes. And so that's how that hole goes. Love these. Very interesting. Let's see here. Also, from the interesting pile, a couple weeks ago, we had on some Czech Baroque pearls. So Czech glass Baroque pearls. And They were in white. This time we have them in this luscious cream. They are 8 millimeters in size. If I recall correctly, I'm trying to remember. I think you're getting 25 of them in a thing. I don't know. I've got it buried, but I'm pretty sure you're getting 25 in a bag. And then this time we also have this elongated Baroque pearl. So it's kind of like a short stick, maybe, is what I would equate it to in a freshwater pearl, and kind of has that interesting texture in there. Very cool. Then I've got some mini duos. When I was over in the Czech Republic in April, I managed to nab a whole bunch of mini duos in just very interesting colors. We've got this one, which is a transparent light amethyst with a luster coating over them, which kind of almost makes it almost not transparent. I would call this a deep translucent. You can sometimes see just a little bit through it, but I would more or less consider this an opaque. And that luster finish is really pretty on these. Then we've got these gorgeous. So this is like a red coral with that luster coating on them. Really pretty. Kind of a pink toned red on those. And then these are my oddball, but I just had to have them. This is a color that's not available in the US. It is called Tutti Frutti Banana. I will tell you that it's in person, it's a little bit darker. On my screen, it's showing a little bit lighter. So it's a little bit darker, and it has a bit of a pink, it's not a flash, but a pink, almost like a pink wash to it. The Tutti Fruttis are kind of these duo color chromatic kind of things. So those are very, very interesting. I brought in a bunch of pewter spacers today, both regular spacers and then kind of some small pewter beads. These are one of them. Look at how cute these guys are. They are 7 millimeter flower spacers. Just love those to bits. And that engraving is on both sides. So it is double-sided. Then this also, look at the little shell beads. So cute, 3-dimensional. They are 8 by 10 millimeters. Love these. Very summer, right? We are going to have some Chinese crystal on today. This is my favorite colorway of the Chinese crystal that we're going to have on. It is a complete match to Pacific Opal Swarovski. This time it is in a small, I'm thinking, if I recall correctly, these are 2 by 3 millimeter rondelles. Pacific Opal. Okay, let me get into, I'm saving my favorite thing for last. But these are like my next favorite. Let's see here. Selenite in a blue-green colorway. So gorgeous. They have a very cat's eye kind of look to them. It is a natural selenite underneath that they have applied dye to, but that natural selenite is what gives it that cat's eye effect. These are 8 millimeter rounds. I let Amber kind of go through and pick a whole bunch of stuff out of the warehouse for today's sale, and this is one of her picks. Very, very gorgeous, very Jill. I'm calling these Berry Rainbow Freshwater Pearls. They are 8.5 to 9 millimeters in size, and look how perfectly they go with my top today. Yep. All right, I'm down to my favorite thing. And then, of course, this is not everything that's on today's live. I have over 50 items for today's live. But this is something that John brought back with him from Thailand when he was there. They are hand embroidered stuffed hearts. And these can be made into jewelry. We have them in about, it's either 6 or 7 colorways. I'm showing you the 3 that we have the most quantity of. First up, we have these babies. Look at how gorgeous these are. They are 18 by 23 millimeter, definite earring size, which is what I plan to do with mine. Now it is, I mean, it's a fabric bead thing, right? And there's no hole to it. So there's a good close up. You can see on the side how it is puffy, and it is embroidered the same on both sides. What I did is I made sure that I could get a needle through right there at the center. And what my plan is I'm going to take, I'm going to sew this to the bottom link of some thin chain, and I am going to dangle these on chain as earrings. That's my plan for the ones that I put back for myself. So I've got that colorway. I've got this very fun retro kind of colorway. And I wore this top on purpose because I'm hoping to have time to make these ones into earrings to go with my top, because look at how good that matches. Totally my colors. So we've got several more colorways of those guys, but the other colorways, we have much more limited quantity in them. So that's just a sampling of what we have today on today's live sale. I'm sorry that this is so late in the day. I hope you can join us on jwdlive.com right there. There is also a JWD Live app in your app store. Whether you're Android or iOS, it's available there. So that's another way that you can watch. And if you haven't joined one of our live sales before, I do recommend that you go and register for an account first. That way you are ready to go once the sale starts. And from there, it's very easy. If you're on the website, then when you're watching the video, everything shows up immediately on the right-hand side as I'm scanning each item in, and you can just add to your cart from there. And then if you're on the app, same thing. You're watching the video live, and there's 3 different places that you can touch, and that will bring up an area that you can add it to your cart. It doesn't take you away from the video. You can just keep shopping. And then at the end, of course, you can go edit your cart. You can add things. You can remove things. You can, there are definitely times you're going to be on the wait list for things, and those wait list items end up becoming available over the weekend as people make changes to their carts and finalize their carts. So it's a really good fun time to start your Friday off. If you're like in an area like I am, oh my God, it is so hot today. Our feels like temperature is 110. It's been that way basically all week, and it's going to be that way all next week too. Yuck. All right. Yeah, Kateri, I knew that you were going to go nuts for those hearts. They are fantastic. Red puffed hearts. I do not. These were all multicolor. The closest to that is I've got one that has a kind of a red tip to it, but it's yellow, purple, and red. And then they're kind of all on a capri blue, or I guess this is the only one that's on the capri blue base. The rest of them are all on kind of an aqua base fabric. Let me see here. Let's see what else. I need to see if there's any other questions. All right. Yeah. So I know I've got some incredibly gorgeous things in today. So happy. Yay. I'm so glad, Lisa, that you like the mini duos. I do too. I've still got a number of different colors in hanging out, and I'm now able to buy directly from the Czech Republic. And so in the future, as I'm able to direct funds that way, we'll get some more in. We'll get some super duos, ginkgos, gem duos, all sorts of fantastic stuff that we can't get here in the US. And even if we can get it in the US, I'm getting it for better prices. All right. I guess I better go. I've got my lunch over here off to the side. I need to scramble to get some of that down. And I still have a couple more fire polish that I want to add to today's live sale. All right, we will see you then. Mwah! If I don't see you on the live, then I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Facebook next week. Okay, guys? Bye.